Finally, asked by Guyard Hoon, will you support calling a constitutional convention to end our ongoing political and constitutional crisis in Sacramento?
I think I'm the only one left that's still arguing for it. The answer is unequivocal yes. I've been talking about it for 2 years. I think I was the first mayor in the state to go out front talking about it, working with the Bay Area Council and other partners that believed in it. It seemed to have gone nowhere. Status quo in Sacramento doesn't like it. Special interests don't like it. Again, you have then a debate about things, oh my gosh, Prop 13. You know, we have debates about realignment. How do you fund the cities and counties? What's the role of state government vis-a-vis federal funding? How do we fund our priorities? Who's funding them? These are challenging issues. I believe it's absolutely necessary because I don't know how you can deal in isolation with these issues. 2/3 to get a budget passed, 2/3 to get revenue passed. These structural problems, unless we can throw them all into a mix. Many other states have constitutional requirements to have constitutional conventions. We've had versions, constitutional commissions under, interestingly, Pete Wilson. They didn't really go very far, so I know how difficult this is. You've had a lot of work groups. Governor Schwarzenegger deserves credit for his performance and review work group. That's why when I hear Meg Whitman say, I'm going to panel a grand jury, we're going to get rid of it, we're going to cut 70, hey, we'll get rid of waste and duplication, all these things. Can you believe this audit found this as a problem, that problem? Be careful not to overpromise. Because once you get in, you realize 9 out of 10 of these things are not general fund supported, so they don't solve the $19.1 billion problem. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't reform them. I think a constitutional convention would be very helpful, but we can't overpromise its ability to actually be implemented, even if the collective wisdom of citizens, even if they're appointed by each county board of supervisors. I mean, there's a lot of variations. 58 counties appoint 2 people. Legislature, agrees to the third, and everyone has a different version. But I think it's fundamental. I think you got to have 2-year budgets. I think it's absolutely essential to have a longer-term scope. You've got to have pay-as-you-go. We do it in San Francisco. You have to. I think you have to have a robust stabilization account, a real rainy day reserve. We don't have a real one. I think it's essential to get rid of the 2/3 on a budget. I mean, the tyranny of the minority. Please give me any evidence that is working for the state. It's ridiculous, and I appreciate the arguments against it, but I'm kind of exhausted by them because there's no evidence to suggest it's advancing this state in any meaningful way. From my humble perspective, I believe that you have to do dramatic realignment. I think counties should be more accountable, but given more autonomy to solve their problems without the state prescribing how those problems should be solved and taking resources from the federal government. Again, it's a way of doing not just more with less, but doing things differently and better. That's a discussion with Darrell Steinberg I really hope to have if I'm lieutenant governor and really advance that because as a county mayor, the only county mayor in California, I really appreciate that debate. So a constitutional convention I think would help aid in those respects with a lot of those issues. It would be a very good thing.